Welcome back. Today we continue our preparations for the Lunar New Year of the Ox, and we are going to make some good luck spring rolls. And we'll talk a little bit about why they're good luck and why what we're going to put in them is also good luck. So first let's talk about the spring rolls. Spring rolls and egg rolls are really the same thing. They're not called egg rolls in China. They're called spring rolls because they are made for the New Year, which in China is the spring. So if you look at this picture, you'll notice that the spring rolls, or egg rolls, whatever you're going to call them, if you kind of imagine, they look like little bars of gold. And since bars of gold represent prosperity, they're good luck, and they are therefore good luck in the new year. So that's why spring rolls are something that's traditionally served in the new year. Also, because you can make them up in advance, and you can kind of lighten the cooking load for New Year's Day when you're not supposed to work hard. You can prepare these in advance and then very easily cook them up on New Year's Day. So that's also a good thing. So let's talk a little bit about the filling as we prepare it. We're going to be using vegetables, a little bit of pork to get the fat and the flavor, and we're also going to be using lobster. Lobster is good luck because when it's cooked, it turns red, and red is a good luck color in China. Also, the name for lobster is literally dragon shrimp, or long ha. Dragons are good luck in China, and shrimp is good luck in China. So lobster turning bright red and being a combination of dragons and shrimp are also very good luck for the new year. So there's all of our good luck all together. So we're going to start by quickly stir frying up our filling. And what we'll do is we've got some shredded carrots, and what I like to do is I have this shredding peeler, and we'll just take that and make strips of carrots, julienne carrots or matchstick carrots. And I've got some oil heating up here, and we'll just put these in, get them to soften up. We want those to soften up so that we don't poke a hole in our wrapper. And while that's softening up, we'll get our aromatics ready. And our two classic aromatics are garlic and ginger. This is ginger. And we'll just take our ginger root, you can get that fresh, and we'll just nail that with the side of the cleaver. And then we'll chop it up. And the carrots, because they've been cut so finely, are really just about softened up now. And they'll soften up a little bit more while we stir fry the rest of our ingredients. So let's put in our chopped up ginger. It smells great. And then let's put in our garlic. Fresh garlic, we'll just take those and smash those. They smash nice and easily. This is garlic from our garden this summer. And we'll just, as you can see, the cleaver is very versatile.
So someone is questioning, you don't peel the ginger?
Nope, you don't need to peel the ginger. You should peel the garlic though. There we go. Yeah, that saves you all kinds of time. Boy, this smells really good. I'm going to turn on my fan here a little bit just so we don't give ourselves the alarm. There we go, put it on low. All right, so this is softened up. We've got our flavoring in there. So we do like to put in a little bit of pork. And what happens is the pork fat will render out. You can kind of hear that happening, it's sizzling. And the fat from the pork will carry the flavor of the aromatics and also of the other ingredients into your mouth, which is great. All right, so we'll let that cook up. The next ingredient I'm going to put in are the vegetables, which are going to cook very quickly. What I've done is I've got some coleslaw. You can either make your coleslaw or you can just buy it at the grocery store. I got it at the grocery store. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut up a scallion or two just into like 1/4-inch pieces. And we'll just add that right to our coleslaw. If you don't have scallions, you can certainly use onions. There we go. So the thing you want to be aware of is that you don't want to add any extra liquid to the filling because you don't want it to get soggy. So let's put this right in. There we go. And what we'll do is we're just going to make it so that the coleslaw is just touched by all of the oil. So we don't want to get this soggy, but we want to get that oil, which is carrying the flavor, right into the filling. All right. And the last thing we'll put in will be our lobster. And it doesn't, you can use the whole lobster, so the claws and the tail and everything else. And you'll just kind of coarsely chop that up. Just like that. All right. And then we'll put this right in. Oh, and this is cooked, by the way. We want it to be cooked. We're not making sushi here. So as soon as I've put that lobster in, I'm going to turn the heat off. There we go. So you'll notice that there's no liquid or anything like this in the bottom of my wok. And that's what I want. I don't want this to be soggy at all. And then by turning off the heat and adding the cooked lobster, I've made it so that I'll be able to handle this filling without burning myself. So that's just something to keep in mind. And it's still, the vegetables are still crispy. All right, good luck filling. So let's talk about how we're going to roll our egg rolls, spring rolls, whatever you're gonna call them. All right, so some people ask, can you make the wrappers? Yes, you can, but it'll take you, a couple hours to do that. So we're just gonna cheat. We're gonna get ours from the store. You can get that right in the produce department. And I lay it out like a baseball diamond. There we go. And you want to have a little bit of water. The water is the glue. So I've got home, first, second, third, pitcher's mound. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take maybe a 1/4 cup of filling, and we're going to arrange that in a cigar shape right across the infield. Let's get some more of that lobster in here. There. And you're going to want that to be the shape of the egg roll, so a cylinder. Here's my water. And I usually take 3 fingers and generously paint the base lines. Then I'll take third base and first base. I'm going to overlap them just like 1/8 of an inch, very little, right over pitcher's mound. And I don't want this to overlap too much because I'll make it too short. I don't want it to be super short. So then I'll take home plate, I'll tuck it up behind pitcher's mound, and I'll just roll up the infield. Just like that. Let's do that one more time. All right. So we'll take a 1/4 cup of filling. Try not to make a huge mess, just a little mess. A little more. There we go. You do want to be careful not to put on so much that it covers those baselines. Otherwise, you won't be able to seal it up. Then run the bases. Yeah, really pay attention to second base because that's where you're going to be really sealing it up. So you'll take first base and third base, bring them together just a little bit right over pitcher's mound, give a little pinch there. Home plate, tuck it up behind pitcher's mound, and we'll just roll that up. You can roll it, you can roll it pretty snug. There we go. And you can see that this amount that we've got is going to be plenty. All right. So if I wanted to, I could lay these out on some parchment paper and put them in the refrigerator for tomorrow if I didn't want to cook them now. But they might get soggy. So what you can do is you can fry them up today and then let them cool off, in a cookie sheet, and then put them in the oven at like 375 for maybe 10 minutes, and that they'll crisp up. You can't microwave them. All right? Tomorrow. Right. All right. But we're going to eat ours tonight because they're best then. Oh, before I do that, okay, I've got some oil heating up here. And I'm just using vegetable oil there. I'm going to make some duck sauce. So let's do that. Mix this up. So duck sauce doesn't have duck in it, but you can use it to cook duck. So if you're going to do that, that would be fine. But duck sauce really is just a sweet and sour fruit sauce. And it's got 3 ingredients, and there's lots of different recipes. But we're going to use equal parts of crushed pineapple, applesauce, and if you have homemade applesauce, great. If not, you can just get a jar at the store. I would suggest that you get chunky applesauce. There we go. And some balsamic glaze. So you can get this at the grocery store, and it's a thick balsamic vinegar. It's sweeter. About a tablespoon. And then we'll just mix this together. And that is your duck sauce. Really easy. If you don't have balsamic glaze, you can use equal parts of apple cider vinegar and brown sugar. So that'll also be your sweet and sour. There we go. And if you like yours spicy, you know, you could put in some red pepper or hot sauce. All right. So this is ready for dipping. So I've got my oil heating up over here. And the way you can tell when your oil is ready is you'll take wooden chopsticks or a wooden spoon and you'll just dip it right into the oil and you'll see it bubbles. That's what you want. If it doesn't bubble, it means the oil is too cold still, and your egg rolls will have to sit in that oil too long. All right? And I joke, you know, if it catches on fire, it's too hot. But in reality, that's probably not going to happen. If it's not smoking, you're fine. All right. So a little bit of a hint here. So these egg rolls, they're round. Their cross section is round, and if you put them in when they're round and you try to turn them over, they just they go belly up. They won't stay turned over. So what I do is I flatten them a little bit. I give them a little pat, so they're flat egg rolls. All right, and we'll test one. We'll put that right in, slide it in, and this literally will just take a few seconds. So just like with pancakes, when they turn brown around the edges, they're ready to flip over. So that was ready. That didn't take very long at all. There we go. And this, when you turn it over, it really will take about half as long because it's already heated up. So we'll take a look at it. There it is. All right, let's do another one. And so what I will do when I'm cooking a lot of these, I will get this oil really hot and I'll leave it on high, and I'll use the number of egg rolls in there to control the temperature of the oil. So the hotter it is, the faster I can cook these things and the more of them I can cook. Brown around the edges. That was maybe like 5 seconds. And there we go. And probably 3 seconds now. See? That second side. So these don't absorb a lot of oil. It's very, very fast. And what you'll want to do now, great fun, when you're serving these good luck egg rolls, what I do is I cut them at a 45-degree angle. And what that does, it turns them into scoops. So that, all right. If you're at home, you'll serve the duck sauce in a separate plate bowl. But since I'm here, I get to do this. So what you'll do is you just use this like a scoop, just like that. Look at that. Yum. Feeling very lucky. So that's it. Get ready for the new year, and we'll see you next time.